Hey everybody, it's Netcraazzy, and I'm here in Starter Town, and I'm going to be talking about our new Estalia spawn server and the server updates, and I thought I'd make a quick video about it. So, basically, we've been working on a revamp of our server, and that's why I originally changed the name to Classic. The idea was that the map you see now is, whoop, I'm going the wrong way, is going to eventually be considered the quote unquote classic map, and we're going to bring up a new map, and that's going to be what we call Estalia. That's going to be our new spawn city, and the entire server actually is going to get renamed to MCFrontiers Estalia when all that goes live. But the reason I'm in Starter Town is I don't know how many of you actually noticed, but the other day Angel Wings built us a new building in Starter Town, and this is actually where the portal is that will let you go to the new spawn city, Estalia. So the new spawn city, by the way, has a Roman theme. So of course, I thought it was fitting that we have a small little Roman temple as the house for the warp. And in here, you'll see this is it looks like another portal, but if you go through it, you'll see in a moment, it actually takes you to the spawn city. So on here, I have some information. You can see right now the portal is currently closed to non-staff, and says beta begins 9/2/2012, and we're going to be rolling out a beta program, and that program will give players the opportunity to kind of beta test the new spawn city, some new worlds, the townie plugin, and new ranks, and a bunch of changes that we're rolling out. And we are going to make a request that you make a donation. I've put together a plugin called Bycraft that's going to allow us to do secure donations through a secure third-party website. So look for that to come. I'll be making a big announcement about it. If you're interested in helping to contribute to the community and our keep our servers running, and at the same time get some early access and an early start in the new world, and check out Estalia, then you'll by all means keep an eye out for that. So anyway, enough talking. So I'm going to go through this portal, and you'll see how this works here. So, it looks like you're going to the end, but magically on the other side, oh, I'm not in the end. I'm in our new spawn building. And so if you're new to the server, once the Estalia spawn city is complete, this is where you would spawn. And you can see it's a very large circular building that's actually based off of the Roman Pantheon. And we have a big MCF banner here. So as a new player, you would come over here and you would read these signs, and essentially you would progress following the path here, and there would be rules on these signboards that would give you directions on what to do next. And there'll be warps that'll warp you down the levels. But for now, I'm going to fly because those warps aren't there yet. And you can get kind of a bird's eye view of the whole spawn building here. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Very, very big building. It was actually so big that after I built the outside, I wasn't quite sure how I was going to fill the inside, but I think we got that covered. So now players who aren't new will spawn here on this red circular carpet area. So once you've joined the server and you've gone through all of the rules and typed there's going to be a password to unlock the villager rank, which is like our base rank. So once you've done all that, you'd spawn here, and you would walk out of the spawn building. And it is a very big building. I fly around it and I forget, and then of course when I'm walking here, I feel like I'm a little ant. You can see all kinds of designs on the walls. Okay, and so then once you've exited our huge spawn building, we have some gardens here in front of the spawn building. And the cool thing about these gardens is that as a donator, if you donate and earn the king or the emperor donor ranks, had to think about that for a second. We're going to make an NPC, and we're going to put it on these little pedestals here in the gardens that surround the spawn building. So that's just one of many perks that we're going to be offering to people who are willing to, financially contribute a little bit of money to help keep our server going. Here's another pedestal here, but they're all over the gardens here, and yeah, so eventually you'll start seeing NPCs pop up. So anyway, that's the spawn building and the gardens, and in the back, if you are bored, we actually had a maze that was built by George WV, our junior admin, and so you can check that out. I actually haven't tried it yet. He said it's not too hard. I told him not to make it very hard, so it's not like Kilty's maze in Theme Park. That one's nuts. So here, this big sandstone building. This is our new mall. I know we've had a lot of new players, and they've all been asking for mall shops, and we really don't have that many right now. So we've tried to accommodate more players in the mall. And I think Angel Wings actually just got done creating all the World Guard regions for these. So these are all the mall stalls that players will be able to rent in the main city. Yep, see, she's got them all labeled in the spawn city. Haven't set a price on the rent yet. That'll be coming soon. There's a couple levels. So the ones on the first level here would be the premium ones. They would be the most expensive. The second level here, these are a little bit smaller. So maybe if you don't have quite as much money, you can grab one of these for a little bit less money. And then on the third and the top level here is just some little stalls we've been working on that are going to be the server admin shops. There's an idea that we were kind of playing around with. Oh, I actually kind of like that. That's not bad. But the mall building was actually based off of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, I believe. Yeah, and so not quite Roman per se, but still ancient architecture theme going on here. So here I'm going to take the quick way down so we can get a little bit better view here. So we going down. Still kind of getting used to this creative mode flying. I miss my zombie mod. Okay, so this building you see over here, this is actually our portal building. This is where you're going to go, and you saw the portal that I went in order to get to our new spawn world. So these are going to be portals that'll take you to different worlds in MCFrontiers Estalia. And I'm coming up on it here. Whew, boy, this city is big. I will tell you that. I might have to implement some warps to get around. So we have here a portal for, you see it says Classic, and that's going to be the original map that we all know and love and play in right now. Then this is Silva. Now Silva is going to be our new world. It's going to be fresh, fully 1.32 generated land, and it's going to use the Townie plugin. So you'll be able to claim your own town in Silva and set up plots and rent out plots or sell plots to other players. Really excited about that, and I know our admins are too, because then they won't have to run around and manually protect things for people. We also have a portal here to the Nether, and you can see it's decorated with nether wart and all kinds of nethery things. And we have a portal to the end as well. As you can see, this is a large building. There's room for lots more. I already have some ideas on some other worlds that I want to implement. So over time, we'll be adding new worlds, and they'll all show up here. And this will be kind of like the central hub for where you can go to get to the different worlds on our server. All right. So what else can I show you over here? This is a building, and by the way, pretty much all these buildings were built by Angel Wings. I built the spawn building, and Angel Wings built pretty much everything else. So if you like what you see, give her some props for all the hard building work that she did. So this is another building this one I don't think the interior is done on yet. The idea with this one is that each townie town can have its own town spawn, basically. And I've seen servers where they will set up little markers, and so everybody who has a town can have a town spawn here. And this is a great way for new players to find a town to join, as they can just hit one of the town spawns and it'll take them there. As you can see, it's empty right now. This part's still a work in progress. Still hunting for a good plugin. If anyone knows of any good plugins to accomplish that. Oh, there's a block missing there. Oh, well. So that we haven't actually made a name for this building yet. I guess the town spawn building or town spawn portal building. Let's see here. Where else do we want to go? For brevity's sake, I think I'm going to fly to the other side and get a nice aerial view of everything here. And there it is. That's the other building I wanted to talk about. This building over here, this is our new Spleef Arena. Again, Angel Wings built this for us, and I really like it. So the Spleef Arena in Starter Town, that one will still stay around, but this is our new one. Oh, let me fly up here so we can see inside. And so if you are in Estalia and you want to play Spleef, this will be the place to go. You can see we have like little makeshift bleachers on either side. This one, the Spleef Arena, is a little more rectangular shaped than the one in Starter Town. And we got these cool little columns that go around the outside here. Okay, so then the other building over here, this is our jail. And so now, instead of basically getting put in a little area that's been roped off with bars in a building that never quite got finished by Kelty, we actually have a real, honest to goodness jail that we can use with our jail plugin. And there's some rules in there. Every time we put people in jail, they always ask a million questions. So I put a rules board in here. If nothing else, you can occupy yourself and read that. It's common questions like, why am I here? When do I get out? Stuff like that. Yeah, so read that. Leave the admins alone. You're in jail because you were bad. Let's see here. You can see there's walls around the perimeter. I chose to make our new spawn city on a flatlands map. So actually, if I dig down here, you'll see there's only like 3 blocks, and then it's bedrock. So not real good for basements, but I did flatlands just so we didn't have to do so much terraforming. When Nerb and I made Ashmar, that took friggin' forever. So didn't want to do all the terraforming, did a flatlands. Love it or hate it, it's here to stay now. So I put a perimeter wall around the city, and that just keeps people from wandering off into nothingness for forever and ever and ever. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, so these kind of fenced off blocks here, these are going to be plots that our top donors will be allowed to claim. Basically, if you donate and you get the Emperor rank, one of the extra perks that you'll get as being an Emperor is being allowed to claim a plot in the spawn city and have your house right in the middle of things, right next to the spawn building, as a matter of fact. Kind of the same concept as what I was doing with Starter Town Estates way back in the day. But Starter Town Estates was, because kind of off to the side. You had to go over that bridge and everything. I mean, this is right in the middle of things. So if you think you're a good builder and you want to show off your stuff, then if you got the scratch to donate and become Emperor, then you can have one of these plots right here. Oh, and it's getting dark. So as the sun goes down, I think that will conclude my little walkthrough. We still have lots of space to build new things. There's the maze. Oh, better not look at it. No cheating. Still have a lot of space back here to build new things, more plots for people. If we actually get lots and lots of people that want to give us enough money to get Emperor, then cool beans. We got lots of room back here. So yeah, look for our beta program. Like I said, September 2nd is the plan for opening beta. I think it's going to be a $10 donation in order to basically you'll get a donor rank. You'll get the noble donor rank, and you'll be given early beta access to the new spawn city and the Silva world. You'll be allowed to go and set up your first towny town and get yourself established before all the other folks get on the server and start forming their towns. And plus, you'll be helping us out beta test a few things. We've done some testing already, but I wouldn't charge money for a beta if nothing worked. We've already tested stuff, but we haven't load tested it. We haven't tested it with the crazy stuff that you guys tend to do. So that's what the beta is all about. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know this was a bit long. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. See you later.